of course, I'm now going to say that catchy phrase that Berlin process is not an alternative to the EU accession process, but I also want to couple it with saying that actually the regional cooperation in this format and in other formats is somewhat affected by looming Euro pessimism. And this is something that I'm concerned about. As we all know, in opinion polls, if you analyze the Eurobarometer and other opinion polls, you can see that both in some of our countries, but also in some of the key EU member states, there is a bit of, let's say, a pushback on EU enlargement, and then together with other global events which are affecting the position of the European Union, I think we need to use 2026 for an additional push towards Europe for not just Serbia, but the entire region equally. And I do believe that this needs to be a geopolitical decision in a similar way it was for some other countries who joined the EU slightly over a decade ago. And I don't believe that our economy or our institutions, with all their advantages and weaknesses, are really any worse than the institutions or economies of some of the EU member states who were admitted slightly over a decade ago are. In fact, I believe that Serbia can strongly contribute to a stronger Europe. We are a country that has more than doubled the size of its economy in less than a decade. Actually, part of President Vučić's vision was to shift from the usual topics in Serbian politics that have dominated our politics for over a century, throughout the 20th century, towards things such as GDP growth, building up of the infrastructure, focusing on future-related things. And this is a paradigm shift in Serbian politics. Sure. Whether you like our government or don't like it, but I can tell you it's a fact that no one here was talking about GDP growth, about economy as a key political issue 15 or 20 years ago.